to order.
You might want to get it from him, because you may not.
We have an abundance of legislation tonight. I am not going through all of these, as most of you were just here for our public hearing. Number one, though, is for emergency passage and ordinance amending Ordinance 64-2025, amending Part 9, Streets, Utilities, and Public Service Code, excavations of the codified ordinances. What is council's pleasure on that one? Just give me a little bit of guidance with somebody thinking that they wanted to go emergency on.
I say we go emergency. I don't want to go else.
On number one?
Yeah.
Okay. Were there any other ones that somebody was interested in putting up for emergency passage, or do you guys think that you're going to go first reading on some of these? All of them?
On all the zoning ones, I like to go just first reading.
Okay.
Can I just, I mean, those first two are holding people up. I don't know how our solicitor will feel about it, but if I can just say that I've now had 3 different properties that are trying to either refinance, sell the property to another, like it's for sale, and they're trying to sell it to, you know, a new purchaser, and the banks will not lend if I can't say that the single-family dwelling can be rebuilt, and I can't.
Well, that would be number 4. Right.
Yes, ma'am.
4 and 5.
I'm sorry, yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I was looking at you for a second thinking, wait a minute.
Apologize.
Gotcha. Okay, so 3
yeah.
and 4, those are holding people up, and those are holding up
4
things
and
in your
5.
office.
No, you're right. 4 and 5. 4 and 5.
So perhaps that we
So
should consider.
if I can just ask,
4
if
and
you
5
could
for
please
passage.
consider, I don't think it hurts anything anywhere. Really, you're helping your residents. But
Okay.
if the solicitor thinks differently, I would certainly defer to him.
No, they're drafted so that they can be passed on an emergency basis if we want to. And Kelly and I have been dealing with this for, 3+ months
Yes.
now, and it's creating a backlog.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, okay,
And you also saved me a lot of work.
okay.
Thanks, Travis.
I got those.
Thanks, what?
Travis.
All right, I got those set up for marked for emergency, and then
So 6, 7, 8, and 9 will go first reading then.
2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
Okay, any questions or comments on the bills? Anything else you guys want to talk about tonight? You want to wait till new business to talk about the car quote? Or do you want to bring it up now?
I thought you said finance.
Yeah, that's
Change your mind.
fine.
Well, it's, either way, it wouldn't be approved until the next council
Right.
meeting, so
Finance. Doesn't matter.
everybody got the quotes for a new car. We have a Chevy Equinox, a Chevy Trailblazer, and a Chevy Trax.
It says a Tahoe. It's Tahoe. It does right there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you're not gonna buy that for 25.
How much they cost you, Mark?
Yeah. More than that.
Oh, well, okay, that's interesting. So,
But that one's Tahoe too. They're both.
it says Tahoe, but,
Yeah, that's.
Maybe that's until they were at the stock show, just to give us a quick
okay. So, did this come from you? Why does it say Tahoe?
It's the same VIN
Did they just like write it on all of them just to give us the quote?
All 3 of them say Tahoe, that's
It's got the same VIN number and everything.
I gotta say, I'll take more than that, 24.
Not everyone they got.
Maybe this is like...
This is the track.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta trade the policeman back in if you want.
Get that updated, and then I think,
Okay.
I mean, but the prices are correct for what's written
Yes.
here.
Prices. Because I called him again today, just to, because he
Okay.
gave me a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago, and I just called him to make sure they were still correct.
Okay, so we have a Trax, a Trailblazer, and an Equinox.
What's the difference between the tracks and the trailblazer?
Trax, where it's made.
Yeah.
Trax
and
is
some
made
of
in
them-
South Korea.
Yes, where's trailblazer made?
Mexico.
Is it? Trailblazer's made in Mexico, so that's out. Where's the Equinox
But
made?
the size is the difference.
If
The
we want-
trailblazer is bigger than the track?
Yeah.
Yeah. then the equinox is there.
I swear my Trailblazer was made in America. I have to go look at
Maybe
the
the
door.
old one.
North America.
Huh? South America? Central America?
You gotta know where these are made.
I don't know. I would,
Poor Martin.
When you don't have enough information.
does the council want to talk about it under new business?
I don't know where they're made.
Either way, it has to come.
Yeah, it's gotta go through the next finance meeting, so. Oh, yeah, have discussion on new business.
Okay, all right. I don't know whether or not I should even bring it up. What else?
I have 3 hours of sleep, I don't know what's happening.
All right.
I'm gonna pray
Okay.
for the best, I don't forget anything. I don't think Brent didn't email anything.
I don't get any.
Just his report. Okay.
No.
All right. Caucus is adjourned. I'd like to welcome everybody. Please stand and join me for the Lord's Prayer and the Pledge of Allegiance. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Give us
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
and lead us.
And not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Thy kingdom, power, and glory forever. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Mayor Woodward,
Here.
Mr. Bond, Mr. Lyman,
There.
Ms. Blank,
Here.
Mr. Radford,
Present.
Mr. McGrail, Mr. Moses,
Here.
George Blank, present. Treasurer George Evelyn,
Here.
Solicitor Matt Reed, Police Chief Brent Noel,
Present.
Fire Chief Travis Eastham, Planning and Zoning Administrator Kelly Bordner,
Present.
Street Commissioner Martin Elder,
President.
Board of Public Affairs, Engineer Christie Dillon.
Okay, can I have a motion to excuse Travis, Chris Peterson, Bob Bond, and Chris Kajelnik?
So moved.
Motion by Liming, second by McGrail. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carried. Adoption of the agenda. Can I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Radka,
Second.
second by Mosley. All in favor? All opposed? Motion carried. I have a motion for disposal of the minutes for the regular council meeting, May 18th, 2026.
So moved.
Motion by Liming,
Second.
second by McGrail. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Oops. All right, motion is carried. Threw me off, sorry. It took me a second to realize what you said. Can I have a motion for payment of the bills?
So moved.
Motion by Radka,
Second.
second by Mosley. Any questions on the bills? All in favor? All opposed? Motion carried. Mayor's report. I just want to say thank you to everybody that put the Memorial Day service on, Martin, Chris Peterson, and everybody else that helped with that and attended that. I wasn't able to be there, but it is appreciated by me. And then the other thing I have for tonight is, at some point, I'd like to set a date for the work session. I'll bring it up under old business if that's okay.
Yep.
Work session to discuss all of the council buildings or village buildings. Clerk's report.
No report now.
Solicitor's report.
Thank you, Mayor. Under the Ohio Revised Code, municipalities, local governmental entities are required to implement a cybersecurity policy and have that in place. They want it implemented they want the policy adopted by July 1st of this year. I've prepared a policy and circulated it to some, so I'm just putting that on everyone's radar. I'd recommend that the next council meeting that there be a vote to adopt it. I can prepare the legislation as long as a committee's meeting to review it beforehand and giving me the go-ahead.
Can you pull it through finance? Okay. And you got a copy of it? In your email? Okay.
And then, did you hear from Hudson about an estimate?
We have somebody else coming.
Oh, that's right, Wednesday?
Wednesday morning.
Okay.
Which I meant to tell you, they're 8:30.
8:30, okay.
Any questions for me?
Nope.
That's all I have.
Okay. Treasurer's report.
No report.
Board of Trustees of Public Affairs report. Chris is not here, but he did let me know that tomorrow's regular meeting that was scheduled is canceled. So I don't think that they may have a special meeting in the meantime, I don't know. they will announce that. Village engineers report that he sent an
Email.
he sent an email with his written report to everybody. Hopefully you were able to read that. And if you have any questions, you can email him directly with questions. Special reports, Police Chief Brent Milhone.
Yes, Mayor, I've submitted my monthly report for May, emailed to you. If you have any questions, I'll attempt to answer them. If you don't have any questions, the only other thing I have is last week I received a request from our Street Commissioner, Martin Elder, to send out a call to our residents on Onsall, which was formerly known as Code Red. It was in reference to, the message was in reference to the railroad tracks being repaired on Industrial Trace, and we were going to have to divert the trucks, the XPO trucks, and the car hauler trucks to Salt Springs Road, which takes place from June 1st to June 8th. I recorded the message last week, and I scheduled it for a future launch, which I've done countless times. It was supposed to go out at 10 o'clock Sunday morning. Never went out. When I came into work, I actually forgot about it, because once I recorded it, I never had a problem before. Until one of my officers stopped an XPO truck on Salt Springs Road, and it jogged my memory that the message never went out. So I contacted Onsall. She informed me that that was the second launch message from her customers that never went out, and they're looking into the problem. This was at 9:30 this morning, so I sent the message out manually. After I sent it out, I found out that some of my officers, some of my employees, dispatchers, never got the message. So I'm not sure what's going on with Onsall. I guess I would tell you, as the mayor and members of council, if any of the residents bring to your attention that they're not getting any of the messages, encourage them to re-register on our website. Onsall assures me that they are looking into the matter. In the meantime, she's advised me to not do any future launch calls, just record it and send it immediately. That part seems to be working, but the future launch ones right now is not working, and they are working on the problem. So I just wanted to let you know, because I know of a couple employees in my building that never got the call, and they've always gotten them before. So I suspect that there are other people that should be getting them, and they're not. So I brought that to their attention into an email, and I believe I copied you on the email, Mayor. So I don't know what that means, but I'll say I haven't been too pleased with Onsall since they switched from Code Red to Onsall. We've had some issues with them, and I'm hopeful that we can work through that. But if we can't, we may in the future have to look at maybe a different system to send out notifications. So just wanted to put that on your radar, and that's all I have, Matt.
Okay. I do have a question for you, going back to your report. I read it later this afternoon. The oversized permits, I noticed that it increased exponentially. Yeah. What was that for?
I can explain that. Of those 73 permits for the month, which is high, 65 of those, I believe, were, Dominion. They renew their permits annually.
Okay.
So usually in May, we get Dominions, and then in, I believe it's August, we get XPO. So we get a big chunk of permits.
Okay.
We have to have one permit per truck.
Yeah, it was like 13, 35, 21, 17. Right. And then all of a sudden it's in the 70s, and I wasn't sure where are they going. That's what I wanted to know.
I mean, those 65 permits that they got, I think their bill was like $16,500 for those permits. So
great.
We do pretty well off of those. The village does pretty well off of those permits when XPO renews once a year, and then when Dominion renews once a year. So that was the reason for the jump. You'll probably see that again. I believe it's in August or September. You'll see XPO get all their permits, and it'll be a big number. So that's why there's such a difference there.
All right. Thanks for the info.
You're welcome.
Does anybody have any questions?
Did anybody get that, Brent, that email today? Or the message from...
I did.
Because I got mine from you this morning.
I got a text and an email, and I know others got it. I checked with my wife, she got it.
I got it.
But I know there's
some people did.
And I can't tell who got it and who didn't.
Yeah.
But I know of 3 people in my building that always get messages, and they never got it.
Okay, so it's a sporadic.
I don't know what the deal is, so.
I usually get a text and a call, and I only got a text.
I get a text, call, and email, and I got all 3, but
Okay.
I don't know, it seems to be kind of iffy.
Was there any update on the one officer you were looking in hiring, or?
Yes, he's gone through all of our background processes, psychologicals. He's now taking his medical examinations and those types of things, which is the last step. So we hope to appoint him at the next meeting in June, this month, with an effective date into July. When he had initially interviewed with us, he disclosed to us that he had a vacation already scheduled, and, you know, we're working around that, so he'll be appointed hopefully at the next meeting, but with an effective date of when he comes back from vacation.
Okay. Will we still be down officers?
We will be down 1.
That's what I thought.
As of right now, the officer that's been on extended sick leave, I touch base with him on a regular basis. He's telling me that he's scheduled to come back a week from today.
Okay,
With no
good.
restrictions.
Good.
We're hopeful in that. Once we get him back, hire this 1 officer, we'll be down just 1.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else for Brent? All right, Fire Chief Travis Easton's not here. He did not leave anything for me. For you?
No.
Okay. Planning and Zoning Administrator Kelly Bordner.
I submitted my May report to the mayor and all of council. Do you guys have any questions of me?
Thank you. Parks, Grounds, Building, Street Superintendent Martin Melber.
Yes, Mayor. We got most of the summer help started at the park, so we're trying to catch up with the grass and the weeds. And I'm waiting on the other 2 to start at the road department still, so we can start doing the guardrails and stuff. We received our new dump truck, the new snow plow truck, I wanted to thank council for. We received it last week. The school is still interested in the old one that needs work, so I'll talk about that in my committee meeting. And the zoning car, we sold it on Gov Deals. They'll be picking it up tomorrow.
How much you get?
$1,881. Yeah, that's a good price for it. Like, we didn't do it, I think. And we put the new road signs for the no trucks routes. We added extra signs. So I don't know if that helps at all, or I still see some trucks, but
Yeah, hopefully it'll help.
yeah, hopefully it'll help.
Were those the different ones?
And then also, I know we put the call out for it today for Ruth Road. They called me later in the day today and said they're going to wait till Thursday. They're working on the tracks, but they're going to keep it open till Thursday now, before they start to close the road completely.
Is that going to delay the end date?
No, they're going to work all weekend on it and get it done.
Okay. Anything else?
That's it.
All right.
Thank
Any
you.
questions for Martin?
Hey, what are you gonna do about those rumble strips that the residents are complaining about?
I'm not sure.
We're gonna have to do something, because a couple of them aren't very happy.
Yeah. We'll work on it.
I don't know if you can fill them in with epoxy or what, but
We can try to do something like that.
Okay. Anything else? Thank you. Public remarks? Is there any? Yes, ma'am.
I'm here from Lordstown, Trumbull County Engineer. I just wanted to come by and introduce myself to everyone. I'm new to the position, so I wanted to, I do recognize some faces that I met with at our office, so nice to see you again. Just wanted to come by and let you know that I'm the Director of Government Affairs for the County Engineer, David DeCristofaro. To remind you that we are here to assist with any ditch cleaning, tree trimming, guardrail spraying, patching potholes, culvert replacement, sign replacement, chip and seal a road. Just let me know, we'll get you a quote for anything. And I'll get you directed to the right people in our office too. From Gary Schaefer, just a note that he wanted me to bring. He said that we're currently working on engineering for resurfacing of 3 village roads right now, and we'll be drafting and sending an agreement soon for us to design parking lot improvements. Yeah, I think that's all I have. I do have cards with my direct line to the office I can give to someone. Just in case, just to keep communications going.
Tell him we'd like a visit from him.
Yes, of course. I will mention that. And that.
Okay, any other public remarks? All right, council remarks.
Oh. Can I bring it now?
You absolutely can.
All right. Martin, do you know if any employees, I guess, are smoking in the village trucks? No.
I'm not sure that. I can check
Okay.
and let you know.
It's been brought to a few council members' attention that people have been,
Okay.
and I thought that was a no. Maybe I'm the one who thought it was a no.
Did we do legislation? Do you remember? I can't remember.
There's never anything put in place for that, right?
Did we actually, it had to be 2 years ago.
I thought we just discussed it. I don't know that we put anything in place.
I can't remember if we actually enacted a policy.
We have a policy at the police department, but I don't know about the other departments.
They have one, okay.
So is it just department-based?
No, no vehicle.
No vehicle.
There should be no smoking in no vehicle.
I thought I
I don't know where
remember
it
reading something that there was to be no smoking in any village-owned vehicle, whether that be a truck or a car or whatever it
But
is.
it's not like we have like legislation for it,
I'm
right?
not sure where it is. It could possibly be in under the master benefits or
That's what I
something like
wondered.
that.
Could be derived from state and federal regulations that are already in place with government-owned vehicles.
Yeah, there's already state laws that prohibit it. I mean, like, if you're a private company and OSHA comes in, they'll cite people for smoking in company vehicles, so, I mean, there's state
Okay.
laws that prohibit it.
Alright.
So it wouldn't be necessary to do through legislation, but it should be in some type of policy that we have, because it's already a law.
Everyone's pretty well aware of that. I mean, I'm not aware of anyone doing that.
Okay.
I'm a smoker, so I can speak on behalf of, I mean, no one I know.
Maybe you just need to remind them.
Yeah, I'll check it.
Yeah, just remind them.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you.
Like we said earlier, there's a lot of tattlers.
Absolutely.
That, you know, even the residents, when the employees are driving out and about, you may not see them, but
Sure.
residents are
Yep.
seeing that too, so. We'll talk about that, Martin, I'll talk about that with you. Are there any other council remarks?
Yeah, I just want to thank Martin and his crew for Memorial Day service. You know, cemetery's looking really good.
Thank you. I'll let you guys know.
Okay. Committee reports, finance, Jessica Blank.
No report. We discussed lowering the bond at the finance meeting from $250,000 to $500,000, and then
To 50,000.
sorry, $50,000. Sorry, I said 3 hours of sleep. I wasn't kidding. And then just the moratorium. So.
Okay. Parks, buildings, grounds, general improvements, streets and sidewalks, Jamie Mosley.
I have no report tonight, Mayor.
Okay. Public Safety and Police Department, Robert Bond. Did he leave you anything? Okay. Public Safety, Fire, and EMS, Lamar Laming.
No report.
Public Utilities, Mark McGrail.
No report.
Planning and Zoning, Ron Radka.
Yes, Mayor. The mobile market date for June is June 11th from 11:30 to 12:30. And also I'd like to have support for number 4 and 5 tonight for passage.
Okay. Thank you.
Moratorium? What? Anything on the moratorium?
Do you have anything for moratorium committee, Mark?
Indeed I do.
Oh, well.
As you,
What?
he said he had no report.
Oh, for utilities?
Yeah.
Moratorium.
We need to add that to the agenda.
Right, it's not on there.
Sorry, I'm gonna give him his moment.
Which is, I think, my fault.
As you know, we contracted with Brian France to review and put together a proposal for dealing with data centers in our zoning code. And in that proposal, he proposed the work would take place over 3 meetings. That first meeting is next week, June 10th at 5:30. And he just sent me an agenda, which I'll get to all of you so you understand, get a better idea what the scope of the work that he's planning to do.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's it.
Thank you.
I don't know that this would be an appropriate place for that, but we did receive the invitation to visit the New Albany data centers. And the invitation was only given to a couple of members of each community. They only had so much room on these buses to go. Mark and I are going to go, and they did reach out today and said that they had a cancellation or somebody couldn't go, and so they have an additional spot. And I did send an email to council members today to see if anybody was interested in going. If nobody is interested or can't go, perhaps we should extend that to Brian. It could be anybody. It could be Kelly. It could be Brian. It could be the solicitor. They didn't really have a preference. It didn't have to be an elected official.
You could extend it to him, but I know that he's a very, very busy person.
Okay. And if he doesn't want to go, what do we want to do with that? Do we want to give it back to them, or is there somebody else that should go instead?
Do you want to go?
Kelly?
Do you want to go, or do you not want to go?
I'm not even sure what you're talking about.
So, Lake to River arranged for a couple of members of each community to be transported to Columbus, to New Albany, to the data centers that exist there, so that you could take a tour and then have a discussion with the New Albany elected officials and officials, I guess. It would be zoning, planning, zoning, and ask them questions, and they would provide a lunch for us. They're transporting us there and back so that we don't have to provide our own transportation. And they just wanted us to be able to see it and ask questions, pros, cons, whatever it may be, of the people from New Albany. It is Thursday, so this is kind of late notice, June 4th. But they would leave around 9 o'clock and return at 5:30, and we wouldn't have to drive to get there or back. So
I probably would have loved to have done that. I'm pretty sure I already have appointments scheduled for Thursday.
for that day? Okay. Well, then if nobody's able to go, then...
I'm available and I love free lunch.
Let me see. You know what? I will see if they're open to residents coming, unless they want it to be just officials
Just let me know.
with decision-making capabilities. If they'll accept residents, then I'll reach out to you. Okay.
It's a big trip for me and Irma already.
Yeah. I don't know that I would want to trust somebody else to drive. Okay. Well, Mark, did you have anything else?
No.
Okay. We'll move on to legislation then. From council as a whole for emergency passage, an ordinance amending ordinance number 64-2025, amending Part 9, Streets, Utilities, and Public Services Code, Title I, Chapter 911, excavations of the codified ordinances of the Village of Lordstown by revising Section 911.02, permit required, and declaring an emergency. Can I have a motion to suspend the rules?
So moved.
Motion by Mosley,
Second.
and a second by McGrail. Roll call?
Mr. McGrail.
Yes.
Mr. Lyman.
Yes.
Mr. Mosley.
Yes.
Ms. Blank.
Yes.
Mr. Radka.
Yes.
All right, 5 ayes and 0 nays. The motion is carried to suspend the rules. Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Second.
Motion by McGrail and a second by Lining. Any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Radka.
Yes.
Ms. Blank.
Yes.
Mr. Mosley.
Yes.
Mr. Lyman.
Yes.
Mr. McGrail.
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays, the motion is carried to adopt ordinance 26-2026. From council as a whole for emergency passage, an ordinance placing a temporary moratorium not to exceed 180 days on the granting, issuing of any new permits, as well as the receipt and processing of applications for permits for business entities utilizing small mobile reactors, or SMRs, within the corporate limits of the Village of Lordstown and declaring an emergency. Are there any motions? Hearing none, I will declare that this has had its first reading. From council as a whole for emergency passage, an ordinance placing a temporary moratorium not to exceed 180 days on the granting, issuing of any new permits, as well as the receipt and processing of applications for permits for business entities utilizing battery energy storage systems, or BESS, within the corporate limits of the Village of Lordstown and declaring an emergency. Are there any motions on this one? Hearing none, I will declare that this has had its first reading. From Planning and Zoning Committee for emergency passage, an ordinance amending Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code, Chapter 1135, Use Regulations of the Codified Ordinances of the Village of Lordstown by amending in Part B1 at Section 1135.02, General Business District, and declaring an emergency. And this one, is there a motion to suspend the rules?
So moved.
Motion by Radka.
Second.
And a second by Mosley. Roll call.
Mr. Mosley?
Yes.
Ms. Blank?
Yes.
Mr. Radka?
Yes.
Mr. Liming?
Yes.
Mr. McGrail?
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays, the motion is carried to suspend the rules. Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Motion by Radka.
Second.
Second by Blank. Any discussion? Roll call.
Mr. McGrail?
Yes.
Mr. Liming?
Yes.
Mr. Radka?
Yes.
Mr. Mosley?
Yes.
Ms. Blank?
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays, the motion is carried to adopt ordinance 27-2026. From Planning and Zoning Committee for emergency passage, an ordinance amending Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code, Chapter 1104, Subdivision Design Standards of the Codified Ordinances of the Village of Lordstown by amending in part at Section 1104.06, Building Lines, a new paragraph C, and declaring an emergency. Is there a motion to suspend the rules?
So moved.
Motion by McGrail.
Second.
Second by Blank. Roll call.
Mr. Radka?
Yes.
Mr. Liming?
Yes.
Mr. McGrail?
Yes.
Ms. Blank?
Yes.
Mr. Mosley?
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays, the motion is carried to suspend the rules. Is there a motion to adopt?
So moved.
Motion by Mosley,
Second.
second by McGrail. Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Blank?
Yes.
Mr. Radka?
Yes.
Mr. Mosley?
Yes.
Mr. McGrail?
Yes.
Mr. Liming?
Yes.
5 ayes, 0 nays, the motion is carried to adopt ordinance 28-2026. From Planning and Zoning Committee for emergency passage, an ordinance amending Part 11 Planning and Zoning Code, Chapter 1135, Use Regulations of the Codified Ordinances of the Village of Lordstown by amending in part Section 1135.06, Petition for Zone Change, and declaring an emergency. Are there any motions? Hearing none, I will declare that this has had its first reading. Number 7, from Planning and Zoning Committee for emergency passage, an ordinance amending in part and restating Chapter 1125, Enforcement, Validity, and Repeal, be enacted by revising Section 1125.05, Fees, to the Planning and Zoning Code of the Codified Ordinances of the Village of Lordstown and declaring an emergency. Are there any motions? Hearing none, I declare that this has had its first reading. From Planning and Zoning Committee for emergency passage, an ordinance amending in part and restating Chapter 1102, Administration and Enforcement, be enacted by revising Section 1102.09, Fees and Deposits, to the Planning and Zoning Code of the Codified Ordinances of the Village of Lordstown and declaring an emergency. Are there any motions? Hearing none, I declare that this has had its first reading. From Planning and Zoning Committee for emergency passage, an ordinance amending and restating Chapter 1127, Board of Zoning Appeals of the Planning and Zoning Code, of the codified ordinances of the Village of Lordstown and declaring an emergency. Are there any motions? Hearing none, I declare that this has had its first reading. Pardon me. We'll move on to old business. We need to set a date for our work session to discuss the village building. And I'd like to set it for June sometime. Not this week. I'm looking out at next week or beyond. And we also need to know Deb's schedule too. So, what days, Mondays and Wednesdays are good for you, or Mondays, Tuesdays? I can't remember. There was a day that was bad for you, like really bad.
Well, Mondays and Tuesdays I have other Lordstown stuff, so that, you know.
Okay. Well, I was looking at, we could do June 8th if you wanted to move finance earlier.
What, like 5:30?
Like do finance at 5:30 and then do a work session at 6.
Do that. Is that okay with you? Is that day okay with everyone, or?
Is there anybody that does not work for?
That should be all right. Probably. My
Okay.
crops will be in.
Okay. Mark?
Fine.
Lamar?
Oh, gosh.
June 8th at 6 p.m.?
We have a meeting Monday, meeting Wednesday, right? Kelly?
Do you need me there for that? Not, Adam.
I don't think so. We're just discussing use of the building. If we have an issue, can we call you? All right. Okay. June 8th.
5:30 for the 10th, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll just do finance.
No, 6. Financing at
Finance at
5:30.
5:30.
We'll schedule finance for 5:30 that day.
I'm gonna send Bill an email so he needs to advertise finance at 6.
And
Okay.
your meeting's at 5:32 on the 10th, right, Mark?
On the 10th.
Yeah, at 5:30?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Is there any other old business? We'll move on to new business. Let's talk about this new car. You want to send this back through, we want to send it through Finance Committee, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did anybody want to have any input on it today so that all of council has the discussion about it before it goes back to the Finance Committee?
I'd just say you'd probably be better with that Trailblazer or that Equinox, because them tracks are just too small. I mean, I don't know, but
Okay.
I'll agree with that.
I mean, those are just little photo clippers. Yeah. I mean, for the difference in price, you're talking $1,500 difference, or if you got that Equinox, it's what, $4,000 difference.
Mm-hmm.
You're getting a new one instead of using one in warranty.
Right.
Maybe trade it in 3 years and get another new one. Keep its value, keep a warranty on it.
Yeah, I'd agree with Jamie. I think I'd go with the Trailblazer too.
Okay.
But it's utilized more than just in Kelly's office.
I don't use it at all. I use my own.
When you're going out and doing zoning inspections?
Yep, I take the sign off the door, stick it on the side of my car, use my own car.
Will you use the new car?
No,
No?
no. I would not feel comfortable driving a Trailblazer.
Oh,
Equinox, yes.
okay. Something to consider?
Okay.
What about the Tahoe?
I never knew you used
No, thank you. I'm not big enough.
You can leave the pedals on.
No, you put in a pedal extension perhaps.
All right, there's some input for you.
We'll discuss this at finance.
Okay. Is there any other new business? Every time I get to this point, I feel like we're forgetting something.
No, we won't know more about cybersecurity until you guys meet Wednesday.
Okay.
Can they give you an average cost, what that's gonna cost per month? Are they gonna break that down? like it's gonna be $1,500 a month or $500 a month.
For what?
Oh, the
For
vehicle?
cybersecurity
Oh.
stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
So there's an initial,
you're gonna have a monthly fee for like your computers and that. We go with that, you know, .gov. But we won't know until we get the plan in place. Like I said, we've already met with, the one came here, we have one coming Wednesday, but they did Howland Townships, and they do in Austin Town. So,
that's probably a wise choice to go with one that's doing other local townships.
Yeah.
Mhm.
so until we meet with them, I couldn't tell you. But I know there's gonna be a monthly cost, and I don't know how much.
Okay. We'll have more on that later.
G-Money.
Yes, Leon the third did let us know that his, system could do cybersecurity services for us.
You wanna meet with them, do you?
I was gonna
I'm
have
tied
Mark
up.
do it.
Pardon?
I was gonna have Mark do it.
Thank you.
thank you. Thank you.
I think I'm busy that day.
I know I am.
I just was throwing it out there. I mean,
He did come to finance and offer his
He's
service.
coming this Monday.
he is a man of many talents, and the system that he has works
Did he fix the
miracles.
water?
He's working on it with Darren.
He is working on it, fixing our 24-inch water line as we speak. Okay. Is there any other new business? Are there any public remarks tonight? Okay, can I have a motion for adjournment?
So
Motion by Blank,
Second.
second by Mosley, all in favor? All opposed? Motion carried, meeting adjourned.